Okay.
Hey, Nina, so nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
So,
thank you for taking this, interview or invitation to me. Thank you.
yes. I'm really excited about this. So yeah, I just have a few questions to ask you regarding about your job and your career and how you came about to be and do what you are doing. And I'm
Yeah.
really
First
excited
of
about
all,
it.
can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
How did you notice me and how you get to say, oh, this is interesting. I want to interview her.
Yeah, so through the University of Utah, I'm a freshman here. I'm in college, my first semester, and so I got invited to use LinkedIn, and it actually has been a really useful tool for me to meet and connect with people that are involved in areas of my interests, such as entrepreneurship and business. And I thought you fell right into that category, so I was just doing a little research, and you just popped up, and I was like, she's cool. This is awesome. And so
Ah,
I connected with you and wanted to interview you about what you do.
wow, thank you so
Yeah,
much. I mean, you're so lucky, actually. I actually envy you guys to get the like a LinkedIn, all this social media nowadays. When I was your
yeah,
age, I never had all this kind of thing.
yeah. No, it's awesome, and it's just such a great tool, especially for people who don't know where to start.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way to meet people who know what
Definitely.
they're doing.
This
So
will
yeah,
definitely accelerate your journey, accelerate your
totally,
either entrepreneurship or your personal development. That's it.
totally. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'm happy to support. What's your first question?
So my first question is, can you tell me a little bit about your career path?
Wow. My career path started with, people from after graduated from a college. I
Mm-hmm.
also got my executive MBA. After that, the right track. Both by the way, I came from China, immigrated 20 years ago to New York, to the US. So I'm now 20 years in the US. And when I recall my track at the beginning for the first 13 years after my graduation, it's on the people call the so-called right track, right? Like you graduate from college, you go to like a big companies. So I had 13 years with big corporations from China's National Bank to international companies and to, now
Yeah.
then Fortune 100 company after I came to the US. So that the first 13 years, it's great. And but it's also at very close to the 13 years, I could not really find the meaning there. I could not find the joy. I say, oh, what's the point? Working with a Fortune 100 company, I still did not feel myself like I did not feel like a self-fulfillment. I did not feel like any real value, right? You're just like a small screw in a big machine. And
Mm-hmm.
nobody really cares about how about your dreams, about your passion, right?
Okay.
So, but 2008, I don't know if God heard me. It's a 2008 financial crisis, and I lost my job from that Fortune 100 company. I just gave the birth to my second baby, and I returned to the corporate. So I just worked a few months, and they laid me off with other colleagues, right? So I know it's a financial crisis is an excuse. I was the performance director, and I had a very great performance appraisal, but they still let me go. So I will not talk about any like discrimination as a new mom, whatever, right? So ladies here, ladies, we maybe sometimes we get some disadvantage after you have your family or kids. But
Mm-hmm.
turned out that was the best time, best opportunity for my career. Because without that, like almost like a forced change, I may never had that kind of a courage to quit my job, right? I just want to continue in those big stages, like keep working in Fortune 100 companies. But because I lost a job, now I say, even the Fortune 100 company, I did not feel meaningful and it's not stable. And what's the point for me to keep searching for jobs? And
Totally.
during that time, because my husband is also working and I do not need to really like worry about the money. So that gave me a very fortunate time to really deeply think about what's my life purpose, what's my
Yeah.
real value and meaning. And it took
Yeah.
almost like 6 months. I went to Manhattan Philosophy Practical School and studied there over 1 year. And at the same time, get quite a few career coaches help and support, and also with myself, reflection and research, all the thing. And I think that stage is the most important, like a turning point of my life. And I found my purpose is really to help other people, because I discovered about a process, how to discover the best purpose and passion. And I say, oh, this is super excited. I can use this process, use this method and all this mindset as well to help other people find their true purpose, passion, and do what they love to do instead of have to do work, right? Or have to work because of money, or have to work because of people around us, their expectations. So since then, I found the coaching is the perfect way and with such a big potential for me to utilize all my gifts and potential to help other people. So I went to NYU to study for the professional coaching certificate. And after that, I started my coaching business. Now it's 14 years. 14 years. So blessed. I feel so blessed. Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's great because, like, I mean, it sounds like you hit rock bottom somewhat in 2008. And, you know, my parents were affected by that financial crisis as well. I think a lot of people were. And so it's crazy how you can turn your whole life around just on basis of mindset. And I think it's really important what you do, because it changes the mindset of like, I have to do this and I have to like check off boxes until like I get to do this and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I think it really changes your perspective about things.
Yeah, and especially when life gave you some like how they put you into a bottom, majority people may think, oh, this is so bad, I'm so unlucky, right? And they will blame the environment, they blame all the other, like their boss or whatever. I did not really blame the company, actually, and I'm so grateful for them because they gave me the chance to have the replacement, and then I get the career coaching. So I'm grateful for my previous company. And so whenever like life have a disguised like the disguised kind of adversities, it's actually blessing, could turn out to be your best blessing and opportunity.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's just great. That's a great answer to that question, actually. My next question for you is, when you were in school, did you see yourself choosing this career path, or did you anticipate changing around a little bit into then finding what you really want to find?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Now, since I was an elementary student, my first dream was to become a teacher. I just admired them. I wanted to be a teacher. And after I graduated from college, actually, I went to college as a computer science major, because during that time is quite like over 30, almost like 30 years ago. It's very popular, right? It's a computer science, and it's a high paying and promising major. So I just listened to my physics teacher's recommendation, and I was good at math. So I went to the computer science department. Turned out I did not enjoy that at all. I was not a person enjoying machine or coding at all. It's like a miracle to me. So then after I graduated from college, I am now, I was applying for a PhD. I actually got, so I was inspired. I said, I want to pursue my dream. So I did a deep reflection. I said, I want to continue in the education management industry. It's just like aligned with my childhood dream, right? During that time. So what would be I want to do, right? I want to teach and I want to inspire people. So I applied and also get admitted by both Columbia University and also UPenn, University of Pennsylvania, for the PhD on education. But unfortunately, during that time I was in China, I did not get my visa to come to the US. So I missed that big opportunity, right? It sounds like, oh my God, just like, it's like my life was turned down by some like unseen force. It's like a dark force. I was in such kind of victim kind of a mindset, and I was feeling miserable because like my dream was killed. I just want to go to those beautiful colleges, right? So anyway, fortunately, life did not stop there. I struggled a lot, but eventually I decided I will go to, for example, and when I was in China, I found the best study opportunity was during that time was Rutgers University, even though it's just a state university, but they provide a very competitive executive MBA program. So I went to that one and become like a beta, gamma, sigma student. So all the A's, I was quite proud of myself. Yeah. So all this kind of starting. Eventually, how did I came to the coaching, right? I just shared with you because of a career change. And it turned out now I found, even though I did not learn education management, but because I went to like a EMBA and then eventually get into coaching industry, I just found this is even better than teaching, because teaching is more focusing on knowledge, but coaching is more on inspiration, empowering people, right? It's focusing on the potential, focus on just really unleash people's power. So I totally feel like, but still they have some alignment, because you can embedded in coaching, there's some part of a teaching as well. So fundamentally, we're still like a teacher, mentor, and a nurturer. And at the same time, we're a coach to inspire and also empower other people. So everything, when you look back, you will say everything is actually aligned.
Yeah, so like all intertwines. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm always in the mindset of like, something, whatever happens for a reason. And I think that, I think that you just have
it's
to
all
keep
for your purpose. After I found my purpose, it's even those detours,
they
still
mean
serve
something.
your purpose.
They teach you something, and everything in life is a lesson. And I think that's really a great way to look at it. So yeah, that's a great answer. So my next question for you is, what does a day-to-day in your life look like? What do you do daily?
Oh, wow.
To help your career.
Very interesting. Okay. So daily, suppose I should always, like, ideally, right, if we could do the 24 hours of like a coaching, I would love that, because coaching is still my #1 passion. It's where I can use my gifts. I really empower people and see their vision, see their path for them, their life path. That's my gift, because I'm quite an intuitive person. When people, when people in their, how to say, in their maze, or in their clouds, they're not clear what's their potential could be, what's their vision or future. But I have that intuition. After I chat even with people about 30 minutes, I can see their path. It's just that kind of magic thing. And so that's my coaching is definitely my sweet zone. So like every day I could have like an appointment with people to coaching them. And then through all this, like 14 years now, more and more, I just found actually more important is the value we share, not just the coaching part. Coaching our clients, right? That's great. And you can have a payment, right? You can have an income. But the other time, I just found give, right? This is the actual majority part of our daily life. Give more than you receive. And for example, Tony Robbins is my mentor. He's always saying that give more, and like 10 times more than what you can expect to receive. So every day we are giving a lot of values. For example, I teach entrepreneurs about their niche, about their branding, about their like the content. So every day, a lot of time, I'm quite a creative person as well. I'm a thought leadership coach. So I create a lot of content to nurture people, to inspire them, to empower them. So that's why you are attracted to me, because you saw my content, and maybe recommend me to you, because I'm not really into any algorithm, but I'm focusing on more on the values, on the contributions I can give to people. That's what we are here for, right? Because we're called to really give and to contribute our values to the society. So every day I will create a lot of like inspirations. I will also study, learn books. I have a piles of books. A few days ago, I just posted like a Oprah Winfrey's passion with 2 piles of books, and me with my piles of books and my bookshelf. So that's one of my big passions as well. I love reading. I love to share. So that's the best way. You learn and then you share and you teach, right? So that's a big part. Some people marketers may call it marketing. For us, it's both. It's marketing and also like contributing the values at the same time. And so a lot of like a social media kind of interactions I have, by the way, I have my group called Abundant Entrepreneurs on both Facebook and also LinkedIn. So maintain and like develop our community is also a big part of it. And then I have other parts is working with partnerships, and affiliate partner or mastermind partner and a joint venture partner. And then as a mom, that's by the way, that's my business area. Right? As a mom, I have 2 kids, and now they are teenagers. Both are in high schools. My son is applying for college. My daughter is is like a sophomore. So it's a lot of things. I would say 1/3 of my time would contribute to volunteering, to helping them on their projects, because my kids are a
lot going on.
A lot of going on. They are volunteers, they are leaders of their clubs, and I'm their coach, free coach for them. So I'm volunteering for other like a global philanthropy, global youth philanthropy organizations. Like for example, this weekend we will run we call the Green Dreams at New York Art for Earth. There's an exhibition. And so it's we've been preparing for a few months, and it's a lot of work there. And we even like as a I'm both volunteer and also sponsor and contributing money and energy time as well.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
Yeah.
my life.
No, that's a lot. I mean, that's so great. And it just sounds really enriching, honestly,
Juggling my time.
right? I mean, it sounds really fast paced, and I'm a very fast paced person. I like having like a busy schedule. But it's so cool seeing someone do something that they love, because I feel like it isn't so much like work, and like I said earlier, like
No,
checking off.
enjoy it. I enjoy it every day.
It seems like it's just like a day to you that you just get to do again. I just love
I
that.
enjoy the freedom. The freedom is the most.
Yeah, I'm
The
sure.
creativity and the freedom. For example, recently my nephew just graduated from NYU. He's looking for a job, right? He's through all these kind of job interviews. I've been encouraging him to become an entrepreneur, but I understand he's just graduated. He's still want to go to some companies to work, right? But I was just teasing him. I said, you will lose your freedom, because if you become an entrepreneur, you can do whatever you want.
Anything.
But as an employee, you report to your bosses.
Great. Yeah, totally. That's so fun. So I think that we are a little bit short on time now, but just like one more question for you, since you are a motivational speaker and since you are a life coach and you give so much advice every day, what is the biggest advice that you can give me as someone who's just new to this industry and new to this, area of interest? What's the biggest advice that you can give me to pinpoint what I would want to do later on in life?
First is like really find what you are passionate about. Like we said, eventually you want to turn your entrepreneurship to be what you enjoy doing instead of just making money. I know many people want to go to entrepreneurship because in quite many areas, right, it makes big money. And some people may tell you, oh, don't follow your passion, because some people are against the even passion. They say, oh, the passion, you may not make money, right? You may not like a break even. But eventually I found, even though those ones who said don't follow your passion, and eventually they actually still align with some things they are passionate about. For example, in entrepreneurship, you can leverage things to let your either team or other people or contractors or partners to do. But eventually you want to choose what you enjoy doing. And entrepreneurship could be a big business, and there are different functions. But the earlier you found what you are passionate about, the earlier you align your learning, research, resources in that area, the earlier you could become an expert in that area. So by the way, don't be afraid of being a young age. So you may get a cold feet when you get into entrepreneurship and say so many noises and competition there. Always believe in your unique gifts, because that's only you, no matter what age, that's only you can contribute to this world. That's
so cool. Thank you for that so much. I really will take it to heart. And I appreciate you gifting me your time to let me ask you some of these questions. I think it really helped me a lot.
Yeah. And thank you. By the way, can I just quickly interview you?
Of course.
Or maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Because
sure.
Remember at the beginning I mentioned now I am on a new challenge. Actually, it will be my lifelong challenge. I'm just fulfilling it. And last night I shared my post. I'm doing this challenge and every day to interview and highlight 10 people on their dreams. So including a portrait, like now from remote, we can get your portrait. Even though I'm not a photographer, I will become better. I will be learning. And so I want to ask you, what is your dream?
My dream. So like I said, I'm a part of the Business Scholar School here at the University of Utah, and I love it so far. I'm specifically more interested in entrepreneurship, hence this interview. And I think my biggest dreams is to honestly one day own my own bakery or restaurant. I love cooking. I think it's how you get to people's hearts is by giving them food to their tummies. And I think that sharing my love for cooking with other people really just makes me happy. And so owning hopefully one day my own business where I get to do that on a larger scale would be a really great dream of mine.
Wow, that's wonderful. Actually, my daughter will be like that. She's she has many dreams, but one of hers is actually become open her own restaurant. She opened one actually.
Really?
Inside of a home. Inside of a home.
That's crazy.
Her name is Athenia. She said Athenia's restaurant. She opened that a few years ago already, even though now she's only 15 years old. She opened it when she was 12. And she put the logo, put the sign on a wall towards our dining room, and she cooked a whole Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner for us.
That's She's
when
gonna
she
go
was
far.
only 12. Okay,
She's
so I
gonna
would
go
encourage
far.
you, start your restaurant now
Yes, of
from
course.
your home.
Yes,
Cook for your
totally.
parents, cook for
Totally.
your friends.
I
Okay.
should do that.
Yes.
That's a great
That's
idea, actually.
wonderful. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Nina.
Yes,
I'm
thank you so
happy.
much for your time.
Yeah. So I will definitely, by the way, I will share this video with you. I will put actually on my YouTube channel as our interview to each other, and also
Totally fine.
for my dream
Yeah.
interview as well. And I hope this is like helpful to your journey and to your
It
exploration.
really is.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so
feel
much
free
for your
to reach out
advice.
to me. Okay. Anytime. I'm on
That's
Facebook,
great.
on LinkedIn, and also Instagram as well. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
Keep in touch. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
I will.
Take care. Bye-bye.